Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Angers on the Loire River here in Habitat Différent. This is our sort of community where we lived before leaving on our travel, and where we normally gonna live again after we come back next year. And for the moment, we're doing a break here, seeing all the neighbors and friends with the children, and it feels really good to be here again. Today I want to talk about sustainability again, especially about old and new cars, because we have an old car, VW T3 1981, Westphalia kind of, and I love it. I really love it, but it's kind of impesting the air, the environment, using 10 liters of diesel for 100 kilometers. So I always kind of had a bad conscience, wanting to be environmentally friendly and living with this contradiction. So the other day, then I saw, or Anki showed me a video, a French video on YouTube, where they did a survey with people what they think about if the government would impose on people certain measurements to protect the environment, drastic measurements, and one of these measurements was to forbid the sale of new cars, or to forbid the people to buy new cars. And I was kind of surprised, because I thought, well, it's probably better to buy a new car that consumes less fuel than my old one, and maybe even an electric car. It's probably better, but apparently it's not. And I thought a little bit about this, and probably the production of a new car takes much more energy and much more raw material than driving it would save in energy and material. Because finally, having a car which weighs a certain weight, like ours weighs 1.8 tons, a new car, to compare it, would have to weigh the same thing, and to move this new car, even if it's new, it still takes a certain amount of energy. And this amount of energy that it takes to move a car rolling at a certain weight, it cannot be reduced. It's a physical law. It doesn't have to do. There's no technology in the world that can reduce this amount of energy. And so maybe there could be some technology reducing the consumption to 7 liters, maybe, I don't know. But and electrical would still use energy, and the production of solar panels and windmills and hydraulic dams would still use energy, and it's not always environmental friendly either, so it's not so green. And there's a really good essay of a man called Isaac Asimov. It's I don't know if he's still living, but it's an old essay, but it's really surprising what a vision he had of the future already, like maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago. I have to look it up, and I will put the link in the description. It's called The Good Earth is Dying, or something like that. And he was a science fiction author, and he explains, like, really scientifically how it's not, our way of life is not possible. If everybody living on the world would consume as much energy as the average American or as the average European is consuming, then it's just not possible to live in this. There's not enough energy. The sun, which supplies energy and kilojoule, and then during the night, this energy is going back into space. Otherwise, it would be too hot. there is a certain amount, and if we surpass this amount, then it's just not possible. But he explains it better in the essay if you're interested in seeing this. So just to say, there's no miracle solution to I think there's no miracle solution that we have to expect from technological development that will save us. We just have to reduce our energy that we're consuming, and instead of buying a new car, I think I will use my old car, but I will use it as little as possible, and when it's possible, use a bike or use my feet, and when I use my car, only consciously when it's necessary, and when and I really appreciate it. Okay, so long for today, and see you next time. Have a good day. Ciao.